Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 4 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got good news out of Beaufort County, where Beaufort County Community College has been ranked #1 by a financial information company. Now, Beaufort Community College is the #1 community college in the nation for 2025 by Smart Asset Advisors LLC. Now, the company ranked BCCC against 585 other community colleges across the nation. Now, according to the release, they considered the college's tuition and fees, student to faculty ratio, and retention rates. Beaufort County Community College had the following scores: a tuition of $2,540 per year in grant-sponsored scholarships, a student to faculty ratio of 8:1, and a retention rate of 81%. Smart Asset highlighted the college's tuition as important as measures against accruing student debt while still getting a valuable education. Dr. Dave Loop, the president of Beaufort County Community College, said, quote, "We're finally getting the recognition for removing financial barriers to higher education through our Beaufort Promise Last Dollar Scholarship Program. We are wedded to the concept of universal higher education, and you must lead all prospective students to the pathway for, quote, free community college, quote, if the universality is to take hold." Now, the full ranking list can be found on our website, WITN.com. And in other news, coming up tonight at 11 o'clock, you'll be able to catch the big Powerball drawing, where there is $750 million up for grabs. That is a cash value of $338.6 million in cash. Mark Michalko, the chief executive officer of the North Carolina Education Lottery, said, quote, "Powerball has a long history of offering massive jackpots, so anytime a Powerball jackpot reaches the top 10 in the game's history, players are going to get excited. Tonight could be a life-changing night for some lucky North Carolinian. Good luck," end quote. Now, the odds of winning the Powerball jackpot are 1 in 292 million. Tune in again tonight at WITN with Dave Jordan, 11 o'clock, for the latest results. And now we need to highlight your weather forecast. It's been a mostly sunny day for parts of eastern North Carolina. Others have kind of gotten stuck under the clouds so far this afternoon, as we've seen some rain showers and a few storms pop up across some of our coastal communities. Right now, the largest bands of clouds, one off to the west and the other off to our east. We're kind of stuck in a zone that doesn't feature a lot of clouds, but certainly features some. Let's zoom the picture in a little bit closer, and you can see that, again, we do have some cloud cover stretching its way across eastern North Carolina. None of it looks, again, too menacing. Right now in Greenville, we've got 88-degree air temperature, but it feels like 91. Now, later on this week, we're going to be seeing not only your air temperatures come down significantly, falling by about 10 degrees over the next 48 hours, but also seeing your dew points, your humidity drop as well. So we are going to be introduced to a nice little introduction to fall coming up over the next several days. Today was kind of the last day where we enjoy the summertime averages, upper 80s to low 90s as far as your daytime high goes. Your humidity, though, has slowly decreased over the course of today. Now, the big decrease comes tonight into tomorrow. That's where we're really going to notice a difference. Overnight lows in the mid-60s will help push a lot of those dew points down even further. Again, kind of spreading that cooler and drier feeling across eastern North Carolina. Now, a big reason why we're getting that cool down and the lack of humidity rolling in, the west-northwesterly winds that are present. Those are going to remain very consistent over the next several days. Now, while wind speeds really aren't all that impressive, the direction and the consistency of those winds is certainly encouraging. Now, we do have some rain showers to talk about. Right now, we're tracking a sea breeze front moving its way across Pender, Onslow, Jones, Craven, and now Pamlico County as well. Some rain showers following along that boundary front, again, have produced some downpours for some, but those downpours, again, seem to be fairly scattered across the Crystal Coast. Here's what we've got a little bit closer towards the Outer Banks and the Alligator River. Again, a few isolated downpours out there. Nothing really showing any sort of major lightning strikes. So as far as thunderstorms go, right now we're just kind of tracking downpours. We may again see a few of these downpours turn a little bit more intense, but certainly nothing that's going to warrant any sort of severe weather warnings. For tonight, again, a lot of these showers and storms will continue to fade away. Let's zoom the picture out and show you exactly what's on the way. An area of high pressure will only encourage those winds out of the west-northwest to continue. That again is going to keep us cool over the next few days, at least compared to our seasonal averages. When I say cool, we're going to see our air temperatures in the low 80s versus the low 90s, and your overnight lows more in the low to mid 60s versus the low to mid 70s. So we're essentially cooling down by about 10 degrees for normal to where we're going over the next several days, not just for your Tuesday, but Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well. Now, that area of low pressure you're seeing off our coast there, that's only going to help bring in some of that cooler and drier air. As that low pulls away from eastern North Carolina, it will again enhance that north to northeasterly wind flow, bringing in that dry air that again can be so elusive this time of year. Usually is very difficult for us to get dry air into eastern North Carolina. Calendar says August, but right now the humidity tracker seems to be saying otherwise. A lot of the humidity again will try to return as we head through the beginning of September, but may again be fairly short-lived. So far this month, August has been substantially cooler than what we got done with back in July, which was actually one of the warmest Julys we've had on record. So again, ending August this way is certainly encouraging. Low humidity, and a great way to monitor that humidity is by tracking your overnight lows. The lower your overnight lows get, the lower your dew points, the lower your humidity will be. So coming up, really Thursday morning, that's going to feel pretty spectacular. Feels like September will already be with us. 58 degrees for your Thursday morning. That's again going to push humidity or your dew points down into the upper 50s. May try to climb to the low 60s, but again, not going to have too much luck with that. 82 degrees on Thursday, turns to 81 on Friday. We'll hold in the low 80s all the way through the upcoming weekend and even extending that into Labor Day, the start of September. Then we will start to see not only your daytime highs slowly start to creep back up a little bit, but your overnight lows will start to return back to the mid 60s. As we head into the start of next week after spending most of this week and into the upcoming weekend in the low 60s, even at some points in the upper 50s. Well, that's all we have time for today's 4 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour starting at 7:10 a.m. tomorrow with Jim and Gigi. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Monday.